Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am the Energy Alchemist, and I am here to do another weekly energy reading. This week I'm going to switch it up and focus on the 4 triplicities. That's the earth signs, the air signs, the fire signs, and the water signs. So I've got 5 different oracle decks I'm going to be working with. I'm going to be working with 4 different ones for each earth, air, fire, and water. And I will wrap it up with a message from the heart and soul oracle. Okay? So let's get right into it. So we're going to start with the earth signs. These are going to be the Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo signs. This is going to be for this coming week of August 31st through September 6th. Spirit, what should our Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo babies have to look forward to for this coming week of August 31st, September 6th? Our lovely earth signs. We're going into the Virgo month of September. Okay. Okay, first card. Flow. So it's important that you go with the flow this week. There's going to be a lot of things going on. A lot of things to try to focus on, but to ease that stress, you're being asked to go with the flow. Flow with the positive energies that are around you. Go with what feels good. Okay, and your next card, the corn. The corn is all about abundance. You will be focusing on getting things done that have been piling up. You've had an abundance of responsibilities. That's why it's very important that you try to not be a control freak. Go with the flow of it, but methodically get through each task, each responsibility in a careful, methodical, thoughtful way. And the next card, the rainbow. The rainbow is it's a beautiful card. It's about dreams. Things that you have been dreaming of, focusing on, wanting, the things that you're wanting to manifest. Continue to keep those forefront in your mind. There is this energy of abundance with the rainbow, and that's a good sign for you that there's something good coming your way. Something of value, something of importance. So this week looks really good for you guys. All right, let's take a look at the heart and soul deck. Let's pick a card for you guys. Let's see if I can shuffle it. I can shuffle it at all. Okay. Okay. Difficult deck. All right. Let's go with this one right here. All right. You are a beautiful soul. Look within and you will see it. There is a pearl in your heart. Close your eyes and feel it. The most precious thing is inside you. Calm your mind, meditate, and you will feel your soul's infinite spiritual realm. In looking within, you will never go without. So for some of you that are maybe constantly looking for happiness or for things that you think will fulfill you, maybe you're looking too much outwardly. And this is letting you know that everything you need, everything you really need is within. Look within. Okay. Look within for all of your dreams, and the rainbow is a great outcome for this week. Okay, so that is wrapping it up for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Let's move on to our air signs. That's Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. And I'm going to use the Oracle of Seven Energies deck. The last deck I used was the Mystical Shamans Oracle, in case you wanted to know. Okay. Spirit, what should the air signs be looking forward to this coming week? The Libras, Aquarius, and Gemini signs. Spirit, what's the message for their best and highest good this coming week? August 31st through September 6th. First card. Ears wide open. So in this visual, this little guy has nice big ears. Spirit is asking you to keep your ears open, not just for things that you hear with your physical ears, but with your mental ears, with your spiritual ears. Listen to your heart. Listen to that small voice, that loving voice, that voice of reassurance. That's your higher self. Look to your higher self, your angels, your spirit guides. Keep your ears open for the messages that they have for you to help guide you through this week. Okay, the next card. Body and soul. Body and soul are one. Body and soul. Listen to your body. Keep your ears open, not the physical ears, but the spiritual ears. Listen to your body. When you're feeling a certain way, pay attention to that. Look at what you're feeling in certain situations and pay attention. As you go through your week, just keep in mind that we get different clues that come to us about certain situations, certain people. So Spirit is just reminding you that your soul and your body are joined, but your higher self is a part of your soul. And pay attention to the energy that is presented to you, or if you enter into a situation or a conversation, be very cognizant of the energy. And the last card, quieting the mind. And another way of being able to truly listen to your higher self is by quieting the mind. So Spirit is letting you all know that it's very important that you listen to your body and quiet the mind. Listen to your higher self. This is probably more advisement on stress management. Some of you are dealing with some very stressful situations, and you're just being gently reminded to mind your body and quiet your mind and make sure that you are resting and recharging. Okay? And heart and soul. Okay, your message is: a pool of suppressed emotions lies trapped within you, and it is time for you to release them. Allow your feelings and emotions to surface. You are safe. It's okay for you to open your heart and be vulnerable. This is a time for healing old wounds. This healing process is a blessing, not a curse. So, yeah, this looks to be a week of doing some inner work, doing some soul searching and healing. So for my Libra, Aquarius, Gemini babies, take some time during this week to meditate and help yourselves to feel better. Do some things that are self-care. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. That wraps it up for the air signs. And we're going into the fire signs: Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And this is the Dreams of Gaia Oracle that I'm using for you guys. Let's take a look at what the messages are for you this coming week. Spirit, what are the messages my viewers who are fire signs need for their best and highest good for this coming week, August 31st through September 6th. First card, Seven of Earth. This is a card of abundance, but as you can see, this is a person who is seated in a meditative state, and they're also a tree. So it's important that you ground yourself this week. Find your balance. As you can see in the card, it's showing the chakras. So you're being asked to balance yourself this week. Don't stretch yourself too thin. Even if you've got a lot of responsibilities, try your best to navigate through those efficiently, and if you can, even delegate some of the responsibilities. Ask for help. Don't be afraid. Next card. Knowledge. So you are going to be seeking out some knowledge, seeking out some information this week, doing some research. So I again would say that as you're doing this type of work, that you ask others for assistance. And you may also be a source of knowledge for someone else. So that's what this card is letting you know. All right, and the last card. Body, mind. Again, this is another balancing card. It's about balancing the body, the mind, making sure that all things are in balance. So that goes back to the first card here. You're going to be using a lot of those mental faculties this week. So it looks as though you're going to be very challenged with a lot of things that you're going to have to either figure out or help someone else to figure out. Just make sure to try your best to do it in a very balanced approach. Don't take on more than you can handle. All right, let's take a look at body and soul cards for our fire signs. Spirit, what is the message we need for our fire signs? That's a beautiful fiery looking card. That's the sun, extremely bright and yellow. Very solar plexus looking. From your soul's perspective, this life is just a page in the never-ending story where you and those around you all have a specific role to play. Yet, remember, this role is not the real you, for you are much more than your personality and current circumstances. Your true immortal self cannot be defined. Wow, that's kind of deep. So you are Basically, you are more than this body. You are way more than just this body. So Spirit is reminding you that if you have some things that you feel that you've not been able to accomplish, maybe some disappointments in yourself, or just shortcomings. We all have those moments where we feel like we haven't measured up in some way. Just remember that you are more than this body. Okay? You have a much higher role than just being a human person. Your soul has goals, much more spiritual goals. All right, so that wraps up our fire signs. We're going to move on now to, last but not least, our water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And we're using Crystal Spirits Oracle. Let's see what our messages are for our water signs. Spirit, what is the message for our water signs going into this new week, for the new week of August 31st through September 6th? First card, Tiger Eye. So this is all about this is about your two things: using your intuitive abilities this week, and trusting it. If you can see on the card, there is a light that is coming down. It almost feels like it's coming down through the crown chakra, all the way down. It's a white light kind of going into golden. So you're being asked to use your intuitive abilities this week. You should always use your intuitive abilities, but this coming week it's going to be important for reaching the goals that you want to reach this week. Okay. Apache Tears. Apache Tears, that's a protective stone. You are being reminded from Spirit that you're being protected. Don't worry about things that you cannot control. You can control yourself, and that's all that matters. Situations will work themselves out, no matter how they may seem on the surface. Some things are definitely not about you, even though people may try to make it seem as though something is about you. Many times it's about them. So just use your intuitive thoughts, your intuitive feelings, and know when to react. Most of the time it's best to take a couple of deep breaths. I know it's hard sometimes when people try to push your buttons, but just know that you're going to be okay when you get into those types of situations. This week might be a bit of a challenge for you, but just know that you are protected. Okay? And the last card is Rhodonite. So Rhodonite is associated with the heart chakra. Rhodonite is, this card is speaking to your ability to show compassion. Sometimes I know it's difficult. Like I said, when people present things to you in a certain way, they may not be the best way that they come forward or come at you. But if you can just remember that the best way to handle is with compassion. We don't always know what a person is going through. We just see how they're acting. And I know from experience that I've been around people who act up. So they may even treat me a certain way that is not pleasant. But I constantly remind myself that, this person is maybe in pain. Maybe this person is fearful of something. But once I remind myself that this thing is not really me, it's not so much me, it's the other person acting up, then I'm able to release it and forgive. And we need to forgive. That is where our heart chakra opens. And when our heart chakra is open, that's when we are able to manifest so many things. We're able to, all the things that we really want and need and love will come flowing to us freely. We end up tearing down resistance through opening the heart chakra. So through our intuition and through staying grounded, Apache Tears is also about being grounded and opening the heart. These are things that are going to help you get through this week, because there seems to be a bit of a challenge for some of you that might, like I said, present itself in a way that's not so pleasant, but you'll get through it. Just remind yourself about the heart. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what the Heart and Soul deck has for us. This is for the water babies. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay. All right, let me see. Okay. And your message. Do not discount your imagination, for it has great power. Amazing things will unfold for you if you pay attention to your imagination. Respect and honor it, for just below the surface of this seemingly real world, there exists a dreamlike world full of imagination. What you imagine is not fiction. Very often, it can be the beginning of a wonderful new creation. So, with all the challenges and things that, you might encounter this week, don't forget to use your imagination. Don't forget that your dreams can become your reality. Whatever you focus on grows. All right, that wraps it up for our water babies. And I hope that you have received some important, useful message for your upcoming week. Let me know in the comments below if it resonates or if anything happens that that this message makes more sense to you. All right. Have a really good week, everybody. And don't forget to stay safe. We're still in a pandemic environment. So please continue to practice safety measures. Thank you so much. Namaste.